Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Iwaju, and I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know if I am. I'm, I'm sorry. I'm just really sorry. But it's what it looks like. I don't know if those accents above the A and the U change anything. I don't know. But anyway, this is a series, an animated series. I know that I picked 101, not 100. 100 in my list of things to watch is Iwaju, but um, the other one is Iwaju a day future, a day ahead, a day ahead. I knew that's what it was. This is a document that was a documentary for this, behind the scenes for the making of this, both Disney Plus originals, and I'm going to do that one tomorrow. So I just didn't want to, this is something I don't know anything about, so I wanted to not watch the documentary before watching the thing itself. So, unlike, like the Marvel movies or Disney Plus shows, if the documentary comes up, well, I know for sure that I've already seen the movie or the show. So, that said, this is from 2024. It is new. It probably came out in February during Black History Month, more than likely. It is only 6 episodes, and they run about 26, 31 minutes. Actually, if you take off the credits for each, they're about 20, 25 minutes total. But what this is, it's a story set in Nigeria, in Lagos. I'm sure I've pronounced that wrong because they say it a little bit differently than that, but my brain will only let me say Lagos. Lagos? Lagos? Okay. Anyway, this is a story of a young woman, let's say a 10-year-old. She has her birthday on the very first episode. Her name is Tola, and she is played by Simisola Obadmazi. I'm going to stop trying to pronounce these names because I'm just going to butcher them. Not to have any disrespect for anybody here, but I'm going to give you the synopsis for the show. What this is, it's set in a kind of an afro-futuristic sci-fi future of Nigeria. And it's got flying cars, it's got robots, it's got like hover plates and like trays for your food and stuff like that. There's mirrors that help you try, or helmets that let you try on different hairstyles and all sorts of different things. Anything you can pretty much think of that sort of takes this part of the world into the future. I don't know if the rest of the world has been advanced as such, but this is not something that was like invented in Wakanda. Okay, this is this stuff existed well before the Black Panther was made popular in film. The Black Panther has existed in comics, and the concept of Wakanda has existed because they're supposed to be futuristic, the most advanced technology on Earth in the Marvel universe, but some might assume, oh, they're just ripping off Black Panther. No, no. This is something that's existed for a long time, and it's to show that it's not just imperialism that is the driving force behind any advancement in these countries, and at the same time, there's another side of that where there's still classes. There's still levels of society that while the very rich certainly have the flying cars and all the technology that changes their clothes or their hair or their homes, there's still a very poor class in Nigeria. Some of them, yes, have hover drones that will try to sell you things, like the ones on the ground, the people on the ground trying to sell you things as you drive slowly through traffic on the heavy streets on the way to the airport. But these, some of them have drones that are in the air with little screens of their faces going, hey, what do you want to buy? What do you buy? You want a fried lizard or fruit or whatever else? Yeah, well, they have that too. So what this is, though, I don't want to give away too much, but the father of Tola, is Tunde Martins. I kind of recognize that guy's name. Deo Okini? I'm not sure. again, butchering. Sorry. Her father is is a technology security analyst and inventor, and he is very much in the the business of protecting people. In fact, there have been a rash of kidnappings in Nigeria around this time, especially targeted wealthy people. Nobody kidnaps the poor usually for money, just for the normal stuff. But in this case, he's been tasked with finding a way to help protect those in danger from, like children, from being kidnapped and taken away and held for ransom. It seems to be enough of a problem because we have a character who is exactly kind of the kingpin of that in this part of Nigeria. He is wealthy himself. We get a backstory for him as well in the second episode. I watched the first 2 episodes, and usually I only do 1 episode just because I want to, get the idea. But this is actually really compelling. It has a very comic book feel, as they describe in here. I think they want to lean into the Wakanda thing a little bit too. But even though, again, this stuff is completely separate from Marvel, but it is. Let's say it is an adventure that is centered around a little girl and the lizard she has to take care of. So that little lizard is orange and purple, that guy right here, and he could possibly exhibit certain skills, certain abilities that might keep someone safe. Is she a little test subject in this case by her father, intentionally or otherwise? We'll have to see. But I have a feeling in the next 4 episodes, we're going to find out. You don't set up a guy who protects children from being kidnapped, having a daughter himself, introducing the kidnapper, and then go, I wonder if the girl's going to get kidnapped at some point. Well, the great thing is that she's not a damsel in distress. She's very smart. She's very clever. She's irascible. She has a mind of her own. At 10, she gets what she wants. Not in the way that she's a jerk about it, but she is stubborn, like her father, and she is charming. And she's even the kind of child who doesn't see class. She has made friends with the boy who literally just cleans up around their mansion. He trims the hedges and takes out the garbage and does all this other stuff. And she doesn't see him as a servant. He's a little bit older than her, but he's still young. He doesn't even go to school. He just works. And while everybody else, all the adults, pretty much do not like the idea of this poor kid hanging around the little rich girl, she is very frustrated by this. He shows no ill intent. He shows no he's not taking advantage of the situation, as some might, when, let me be buddy with the little rich girl. Maybe I can, get in there and get the good life. No. But, well, I'm not going to spoil anything else. There are certain things that add to the mystery, and I am only 2 episodes in, but I think I'm going to finish it. This is not something I don't always select something like this to watch later, and God knows I'm not going to get through half the stuff I've already selected to watch, but only 4 more episodes, less than a half an hour each. I might be able to do that. I might be able to get through. But so, yeah, I think it's entertaining. The characters are great. I do not understand some of the things they're saying with the accent that they have. So I'm probably going to turn on the subtitles here and there just for clarity. My brain is not, maybe I'm just tired and my brain is not keeping up with some of the things. And some of the things they say in the native language, and some things are mostly in English as well. I imagine there might be another language track for this. I don't know. But yeah, it's a interesting cast of characters. The bad guy is pretty evil, but he also has some minions who are certain levels of professionalism, let's just say, that that fleshes out his team, that is more than likely going to take advantage of certain people, certain situations. So, yeah, it looks to be a fun adventure, and they might be making more. I don't know, but we'll find out tomorrow, maybe, because we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch. There we go. Iwaju, A Day Ahead. That's a documentary behind the scenes. Look at the people who built this story from the ground up, and their inspirations, and why they chose to tell this story. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Iwaju, A Day Ahead, on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.